Hey, my name's James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about inflation data. What's likely to happen? We've got some data out from America today. We're expecting our data. Well, we're not expecting, we're going to get the UK data tomorrow. So what does this mean for house prices, for interest rates? Is the inflation going to go up? Is it under control? Well, we're going to cover all of that in this video. I've got a lot of stuff to talk to you about today. But before we jump into this, as always, if you haven't done already, do subscribe over there and hit the bell notification. It's my birthday tomorrow, and I just want to get to 20,000 subscribers. And all I need is around 200 more. So if you want to give me a birthday gift, subscribe and hit that bell notification. So inflation data is out tomorrow. I'll be making a video. It probably won't be in the morning because I want to have some time with my girls. But we'll make you a video tomorrow on what happens with that inflation data. And what's expected to happen, the analysts are expecting inflation to tick back up. Remember, we talked about this about a week or so ago when the Bank of England meeting was. They said in that meeting that they expect inflation, the January data, to be higher, but by April that it would be significantly lower. So that's interesting. So where are we expecting it to go to? Well, we're expecting inflation, it's at 4.1 now, to tick up, to go up to 4.2. That seems to be the consensus amongst all the analysts that we looked at here today. Now, that isn't particularly good news. And what that means is that things are still getting more expensive for people, and they're getting hit really hard. And the people that get hit significantly harder are at the lower end of the market. That's very, very important to understand. Like your food bills, your energy bills are a bigger chunk of your wage or your dole money if you're at the lower end of the market. So these people get really hit. Everyone gets hit significantly by inflation, and that's why the Bank of England's job is to bring this down to 2%. They only really have one mechanism to do that, and that's to increase interest rates. They've done that 14 times. They've paused 4 times now. Inflation is on the way down, but I know they're not going to be happy with this. What's already happened with this data coming out, actually before that, let's look at the US inflation data. So USA inflation is at 3.1 for the core inflation, the CPI data. And so that's still too high for them. They've still got a problem as well. And what's happened is the markets have now looked at the chance of an interest rate cut. That's what we want to know about because we're a property channel. And it's now looking less likely that it's going to be May, unless something drastic happens in the near future. A lot of people were hoping that May would be the interest rate cut. In fact, we had some people thinking it would be March at one stage, but now this new data, this higher inflation, means that we might have to wait until June, which is not really ideal. We need this interest rates to come down because this is causing people a lot of pain. It's causing landlords pain. It's causing rent increases. And that actually feeds into inflation as well. So let's see what happens here. Now, one thing that is positive for UK, at least, is wages are still going up at a higher rate than inflation. So wages are going up 6.2% at the moment. I know a lot of you will disagree with that. Comment below, did you get a pay rise? You don't have to tell me how much you're on, but let me know in the comments if you're employed. Did you get a pay rise this year? And was it around this much, or was it less, more? I'd like to know what you think. Often in the comments, I know they can be a bit skewed because someone that didn't get a pay rise will say, hey, look, I didn't get anything. If you did get a pay rise, if you didn't, let me know in the comments. And did it get anywhere near or more? If you're in financial, you might have got more than that. So 6.2% is the wage increase on average. Now, the good part on that is that that has made property more affordable. And so that's good from a property standpoint. We've had lower mortgage rates in December and January. Yes, they're starting to tick back up for now, but they're not shooting back up, but they are going up for sure. But if wages go up, house prices have been relatively flat. Some places they're down. Asking prices are down in some areas. this does improve affordability for people. That is positive. Obviously, we want to improve it faster, but anything that happens to improve affordability is a good thing in my eyes. So wages are up 6.8%. Unemployment is not looking too bad either. So the unemployed at the moment is down to 3.8%, which is good. And all of this stuff helps. The less people that are unemployed, the better. That will help with house prices as well. But what I think is going to happen is that all of this is feeding into the American market, and that's the most important thing. We've said on this channel a lot of times, interest rates, the Bank of England, they will follow the Federal Reserve. That's what they're going to do. So when the Americans start bringing down rates, it might not be the same month. It might be that we go a month later, but we will follow the Fed. Our currencies particularly are intertwined. Interest rates impact currency rates, and that is what is going to happen. So what this means is, with the Americans having slightly higher inflation, us potentially, maybe we're in for a shock tomorrow. That'll be a great surprise if we were down. But what we will see is probably a delayed drop in interest rates. And I just feel that my opinion is that the interest rates have already caused pain. It takes so long when you raise them for that pain to go through. We're already at restrictive levels. Inflation has dropped. That means the pain of the interest rates is even more for a lot of people. Then we need to look at dropping these rates, because we should be dropping rates. A lot of analysts believe that you should be dropping the interest rates as the inflation is going down. And it has been going down. Yes, we might go 0.1% up this month, but we still got a lot of pain out there for a lot of people. So the quicker we bring the interest rates down, I think that's going to benefit a ton of people. What do you think is going to happen? I'd like to know your opinion. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow with the inflation data? Do you think it's going to be up? The analysts, to be fair, have been wrong most of the times on this recently. They have been pretty out on this stuff, so that will be interesting to see. And if you haven't enrolled in the Serviced Accommodation Accelerator, we launched that yesterday. Thank you to everyone that's enrolled already. A good number of people already. A lot of people enrolled on that yesterday. So I'm going to pin a link in the description and the comments where you can grab the Serviced Accommodation Accelerator. It's something that you can use to beat inflation. You can avoid Section 24, which is high tax if you're a landlord. You can get better cash flow, and it's just a great strategy to have in your property investing arsenal. We've got nearly 100 video lessons on that. It's discounted at the moment. The launch offer is just £99. So at least go and check it out by clicking on the link, see what it's all about, get enrolled. Come and join us in the Serviced Accommodation Accelerator. It's a really smart strategy to be using, particularly in high inflation and where you're getting hammered with higher interest rates at the moment. So do check that out. Do subscribe to the channel. Come on, it's nearly my birthday. Tomorrow's my birthday. If I could get 200 subscribers in a day, that would be amazing. Hit the like, check out some other content on the channel, including this video right here.